Shalom Aleichem Rabbi. We're back with Hachzik, and today, Be'ez Hashem, we'll go through Mishnah Hey and Mishnah Vav. Reb Nechunya ben Akona Oimer, Kol HaMakabel Olav Ol Torah Ma'avirin Olav Ma'avirin Mimenu Ol Malchus Ve'ol Derech Eretz. Chol HaPerek Ben Ol Torah Neisnin Olav Ol Malchus Ve'ol Derech Eretz. So Stam in Pshat, it's a Ha'ara, I don't have a Pshat in it. I don't know what the Lashon Rabim here is. Ma'avirim or Neisnim Olav. Right? Over here is the Lashon Yoke. Kol Mekabel Olav Ol Torah Ma'avirin. Who is Ma'avir? Maybe it's the Malchus itself. How do you understand Ol Derech Eretz? I'm not sure. Chol Perek Men Ol Torah Neisnim Olav. Who is Neisnim? L'chura, it's just the Rabbeinu Shalom pulling the strings, right? If you dedicate yourself to Torah, so then he'll remove that string of Malchus and Derech Eretz. Okay, stam ha'ara, stam and laning and pshat. But pashtus from the Mishnah, it's very simple. Adam la'amal yulad, you will bear a yoke in your life. We all bear yokes in our life. There's no running away from it. As long as you're alive, there's a yoke. And the question is, which yoke? But let's not make a mistake. Both of them are a yoke. Both of them are back-breaking. Each one of them. It's not like pshat is choose which one you want, and so I'll be the younger man, and mamela every time, a kid gets sick or something like that, or I have to go on a meeting or something like this, so you put that to the side and you go do what's important. No, it's a yoke. It's something important, right? There's a joke. My Rebbe says over why is it that there's so many guys hanging out by the Kupat Cholim, in Eretz Yisrael. Here in America too, you go to the fast track, see a lot of guys with their kids, this. Why? Because she's working. The wife is working, right? You are being moist in nefesh so that your wife could be moist in nefesh so that you could learn, right? It's funny. You're supposed to be learning. And it's a real thing. It's a real oil. It's a real yoke. And we have to treat it like that if we're going to go that route, okay? But there's an oil both ways, and it's not always easy. It's never easy, okay? It has to be treated like a real oil if you're going to go that route, like the Hachzik email, right? Which one do you choose? You could choose Kol HaMakabel Olav, Old Torah, but it's an oil. It's a real oil. And I'm not talking about the etzem limud that it's difficult. The dedication to being an ish of Torah, a younger man, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. It's supposed to be taken seriously. Breaks and, coffees and cigarettes and this and that. It's not a half-hour seder. It's a 3-hour dedication. It's a real oil. It has to be treated like an oil. And if you have something to do or you're going over, treat it like an oil, right? Okay, if you have to do it and it just doesn't work out and you have to be the one ending up to go, I'm not saying you can't be the one that has to go take the kid to the doctor. Like if you're the one, right? The Rebbe Shalom put it on your lap, you have to do it. But the first answer is no, I'm working. The first answer is no. You mamish can't. Okay, fine. I'll see what I can do. It's an oil, a real oil. When we have to treat it like that. Okay, that's just push the laning. That's what's going on in the Mishnah. The Rabbeinu Yonah says, Mavirin mimenu ol malchus. Achar she'oiseh ha'torah ikar melach derai. HaKadosh Baruch Hu yishmereu mikol ra. V'yishmer esnam shelo yitztarech levato milim Torah. The Rebbeinu Shalom is going to be shomer you from kol ra. V'lo yitnenu belev hamelech halakech nefesh lasis melachta. He won't, let the melech, who's a lekech nefesh be'etzem, to choose you to do his malacha. You will now be saved from that problem so that you can serve the Rabbeinu Shalom of Avinu Shebashamayim lasik b'divrei Torah. It's a real thing. You have to be oisik in the divrei Torah. The ol derech eretz, so that's all malchus and ol derech eretz. Shelo yitztarech lasis melacha harbe. You don't have to do too much melacha. Letzorech parnasaso v'im'at yaspik lo kedei chayo. Rabbi said you have to work. You have to work, even in Gashmit, you have to make a parnasa, right? Or at least that's what the Metzius was in the times of Rishonim. That's clear from the Rabbeinu Yonah. We have to work, but you could work half a day. You can do a little bit, and it will be maspik you l'kedei chayov. Not that you'll make that same amount of money that it needs a normal person to live. You'll make less money. You will make less money. Don't make that mistake. I'm gonna make my Torah Iker, and I'll only work 3 hours a day, or 2 hours a day, or half hour a day, and I'm gonna make, $200,000 a year. You're not gonna make $200,000 a year if you don't work a full day, right? It doesn't come easy. But there's a siyata d'shmai. Ki melech is a tzaddik mizborech v'nafshe smecha bechelkoi. You will be sameach in your chelik, and your actual produce will be mizborech, will become more. This is merumas. I forgot who says it. I think I saw it in Michtav Eliyahu once. I don't remember where. It's merumas like this in Rus, when vayitzbot lo koli, that was a very little amount, and it was enough for her. Vatizba vatoisor, and she even had leftovers. So it was nizbarach, the food, the mezainis of the tzaddik and the makabel, the rus, tzaddik. It was mizbarach. The Rebbeinu Shem was mevarach. It made her full. She had what left over, and that is the mahalach of a tzaddik. Not the pshat that he's going to work, half a day and he's going to make the same amount as a guy who works a whole day. No, he will make less, but it will be mizbarach, and it will take care of him, kedei chayav, and he will be sameach bechalkoi. B'chol ha'perek mimenu ol Torah noisim olav ol malchus shehu choyshev lasis malachta harbe yaniach malachas haTorah Hashem yefer machshavosav. Hashem is going to be made for your machshavos. V'itim b'lev ha'melech lekachtoi. The Rebbeinu Shem will pull the string of the melech. And you go, I need you to do this, I need you to do that. Ki palge mayim leiv melech b'yad Hashem. El kol asher yachbetz yatenu. Anything he wants, he will, use you for his needs. And Mamela, you will be busy. And you'll be busy with all malchus. Ve'ol derech eretz yetirech ve'noided achar michyasoi ve'lo yuchal lemoto. You will be novinod, and you won't be able to find. And Mela, you'll keep on looking. So you'll be continuously busy with your derech eretz. Gam kim te'eno lo yismach b'chalga. And even if you do find, you're not going to be happy with it. You're going to want more. B'chol yom v'hevel yigal lahashir ulahoisif oisher al osher. Kin shenemer oyev kesef lo yisbach kesef. And it's a vicious cycle. You're working hard, and you'll never have menucha. So not kedai. Mishnah Vav Rabbi Chalafta. Read it inside. Rabbi Chalafta ish kfar chananya oimer asora sheyesh mevaiskim b'Torah shchinashur b'neim. 10 people that are sitting and learning Torah shchinashur b'neim. Stamazek. Is this considered, Is it? I was wondering. I'm sitting in front of a camera over here. Is this considered shchina shruya b'neim? Because if you're listening, so this is hachzik. I don't know if they have to be Isaac together. It's a shayla nowadays. I'm not sure. Shchina shruya b'neim. It's a nafkamina. We'll see. The Rebbeinu Yoin at the end says, "What's a nafkamina? If one guy sitting alone gets shchina shruya b'neim, right?" So what's nafkamina 10 people? So it's schar harbe. So the shaila is, if we're going to get this schar harbe, good shaila, okay? Good tafshin pei gimel type of shaila. Says the pasuk, shenemar elikim nitzav ba'adas keil. Hashem dwells in the Eda, the adas keil. Right? And how does that teach you? 10. Says the Rebbeinu Yoina, ein Eda pchusa me'asara. Where do we learn that from? I think we learn it from the Meraglim, which is very strange. But that's where we learn the inyan of 10. How do we know even 5 people? The Rebbeinu Shem shruya b'neim shenemar ba'agudosoi al eretz yisada. His aguda, the hainu, his shchina is al eretz yisada. Aguda, says Rebbeinu Yoina, also is hayod nikras aguda sheyesh b'chamesh boys. The palm of the hand is called the aguda. And it is koilo 5 etzbois, so 5 people connect the 5 etzbois. Makes sense. Uminayin afilu shloisha. How do I know even shloisha? Shenemar bekerev elakim yishbod. Elakim over there in that pasuk is talking about bezdin, so you could say Hashem's name. Bekerev elahim yishbod. Ve'ein bezdin b'chuzim shloisha, says Rebbeinu Yonah. Uminayin afilu shnayim shenemar oz nidbur yireh Hashem ish el re'eh ve'yakshev Hashem va'yishma. So Hashem is listening. He's paying attention, and he's listening. So you see that Hashem is there, dwelling amongst 2 people. And Menayin Afilu Echad, continues the Mishnah, Shnemar B'chol HaMokem Asher Askir Es Shemi, B'chol HaMokem Asher Askir Es Shemi, Ovo Yelechu V'rachticha. It's a very strange passage. It should read B'chol Mokem, B'chol HaMokem Asher Tazkir Es Shemi. I don't know what Azkir Es Shemi. It's like the Rebbeinu Shalom talking about himself. Any place where I mention my name, I don't have a pshat in that. I really don't know. If it's talking about the person who's learning, should just say Tazkir Es Shemi. B'chol Mokem Asher Tazkir Es Shemi. I'm sure there's something beneath the surface over there. Maybe we can think about that together. We'll see. We'll see if something comes to mind. Says the Rabbeinu Yoina, ve'ima filu echad yesh lo sachar aloi pashutu gam lasar shnaim yitin lem sachar. That's what we said in the beginning. Ela zeratz eloim ar litin lekol echad sachar harbe lefi shem rabim. It's more schar when you are involved in a chabura. So the question is, for our little chabura, if there is a chabura, I don't know what my statistics are. I don't know what anybody's statistics are. So the shaila is, if we are part of that schus harabim, we, if we are, the schus of the rabbim should be for our benefit, and we should only see bracha v'kol tuv. Everybody should have a good day. Bye bye.